My name is Manuela Siebert. I'm a registered migration agent at Northern Immigration Australia, and we're working together with Homeworld International Education. If you are thinking of migrating to Australia, there are lots of different visa options. Today, we want to talk about skilled visa and what you can do to migrate to Australia. So firstly, I would like to explain what occupations are in high demand in Australia. There's a whole range of different jobs and employments that are in demand, such as engineers, health professionals such as nurses and doctors, accounting professionals, trade occupations, so if you're, for example, an electrician or plumber or painter, and then there's also more general professionals such as marketing specialists, for example, but also human resources, HR, so there's a whole range. There's hundreds of occupations on the occupation list. So if you have one of those occupations, that is when you can consider to apply for a skilled visa. Now, what documentation is needed for the visa application process? Well, firstly, you need to have good English. Good English means competent English, and that is measured with English language tests such as the IELTS test or the PTE. And competent English means a 6 in each band. So if you want to apply for a skilled visa, that is very important. You cannot apply for that visa if you don't have the required English language skills. Secondly, what is required is a skills assessment. So before you can actually apply or start the process of a skilled visa, you have to get a positive skills assessment from the relevant authority. So what that means is, first of all, you need to identify what is your appropriate skills assessment authority. There's lots of different authorities available. Then you need to provide them with documentation, such as your resume, such as your qualifications, evidence about your work experience, and sometimes for certain occupations you also have to get a practical assessment done, okay? But that really varies between the occupations. So once you have your English, once you have your skills assessment, that's when you can go further in the process and apply for what's called expression of interest, nomination, and then eventually visa application. For that process, again, you need to prove that you have the right qualifications for your occupation. So you need to provide, for example, a certificate from the university or a certificate about your trade qualification. And then also what's called a transcript of records. So where it lists all the subjects of the course you were studying. So that's the qualifications. And then you also need to show that you have work experience. And how you show that is with evidence about the work you have been doing currently and previously. So what's important to know is only paid work counts as work in Australia. So you need to show, for example, pay slips, you need to show tax returns, but also employment contracts or employment reference letters. So a letter from your employer stating that you have worked there in that occupation, in that time frame, and basically providing you with evidence that you did what you said you were doing as a job. So that is an overview of what is needed for a skilled visa application. And if you have more questions, please contact us and we are happy to provide you with advice and assistance. Thanks for watching. See you next time.